picture still beside my bed, like echoes of the words you said. I try to sleep, but every night your memory keeps turning on the light. The silence feels so unfamiliar now, like love disappeared without a sound. And every street we used to know feels colder when I walk alone. But somewhere in the falling rain, I hear my heart begin again. After the goodbye, after all the tears I cried, I'm learning how to live without your shadow in my life. And even though it hurts tonight, I know someday I'll be alright, because healing starts to grow after the goodbye. I used to count the days gone by, wondering why love had to die. But now the mirror shows a soul that's slowly becoming whole. Every scar you left behind taught me how to love myself this time. And every broken piece inside is finding light beyond the night. Every wound begins to fade when you stop begging love to stay. After the goodbye, after all the tears I cried, I'm learning how to live without your shadow in my life. And even though it hurts tonight, I know someday I'll be alright, because healing starts to grow after the goodbye. Maybe some hearts fall apart so they can rebuild stronger. Maybe losing you is how I found myself again. And now I see the future still belongs to me. After the goodbye, I finally see the light. No more chains around my soul, no more darkness in my mind. And though your memory remains, it no longer brings me pain, because I found the strength to rise after the goodbye. The stars still shine tonight, and so will I. The room still carries your perfume, like memories I can't escape from. Every corner whispers your name, but nothing feels the same. I spent so long holding the pain, trying to stop the falling rain. But broken hearts can only hide for so long inside. And now the silence speaks the truth. I lost myself loving you. I'm learning how to breathe again after drowning in the end. One slow step, one fragile night, trying to find my way back to life. And even though the sky breathe again. The sky looks different now somehow, like hope is slowly coming down. Every sunrise feels brand new, without depending on you. I used to fear being alone, now I'm rebuilding what was gone. Piece by piece, my soul survives and slowly comes alive. Every tear that fell before made me stronger than I was. I'm learning how to breathe again after drowning in the end. One slow step, one fragile night, trying to find my way back to life. And even though the scars remain, they don't control me like before. I'm finally opening the door, learning how to breathe again. Maybe losing you was meant to teach my heart what healing is. Not every love is meant to stay, some only guide us on our way. And now I know I can survive on my own. I'm learning how to breathe again, turning pain into strength within. Every shadow fades with time, and now the light is finally mine. No more fear inside my chest, no more chains around my breath. And though the memories still remain, I'm learning how to breathe again. Breathing again, living again, finally free again. I used to think the pain would stay, like endless clouds of pouring rain. Every memory cut so deep stole the peace I tried to keep. Your goodbye felt like the end, like a light I couldn't mend. But somewhere in the darkest nights I found a spark inside. Every scar became a sign that I was still alive. Broken hearts still shine, even after they've been torn apart. Through the shadows and the fights, there's still a light inside the dark, and every tear becomes a flame, teaching us to love again. No matter how lost we may feel, broken hearts still shine. The mirror shows a different soul, someone slowly becoming whole. I stopped chasing what was gone and learned to carry on. The silence doesn't hurt the same. I no longer fear the rain, because the storm that broke my heart also showed me who we I'm stronger than the fear I used to hold. Broken hearts still shine brighter than the stars at night. Every scar becomes a story. Every ending leads to glory. And though the memories remain, they no longer bring me pain, because healing lives inside broken hearts still shine. Still shine. After the storm, still shine tonight. Your memory still haunts the night, like silver shadows in the light. Every word you left behind still echoes softly in my mind. The moon hangs broken in the sky, like the tears I couldn't hide. And every lonely midnight blue still somehow leads to you. But even shattered things can glow. That's something heartbreak slowly shows. We're just pieces of the moon, broken hearts beneath the truth, trying to find light in the dark, holding on to who we are. And even when love fades too soon, the stars still sing our silent tune. Every scar becomes a light in the lonely midnight sky. We're just pieces of the moon. I used to fear the quiet air, the emptiness of you not there. But now the silence feels less cold, like healing slowly takes control. Every wound begins to fade, every shadow drifts away. And though your love is gone tonight, I'm learning how to shine. Every tear that touched the floor opened up another door. We're just pieces of the moon, broken hearts beneath the truth, trying to find light in the dark, holding on to who we are. And even when love fades too soon, the stars still sing our silent tune. Every scar becomes a light pieces of the moon. Maybe some loves disappear to make us stronger through the years. Maybe broken souls still glow more beautifully than before. And now I see the light was always inside me. We're just pieces of the moon, still surviving every wound. Every crack reflects the light, like diamonds in the night. And though the pain once pulled me down, I no longer fear it now. Because even broken hearts can become beautiful art. We're just pieces, pieces of the moon. The moon still shines tonight. And so will I. Smile again, breathe again, live again. The nights were heavy after you. Every dream felt black and blue. I kept searching through the pain, wondering if love would heal again. Your goodbye still echoes loud, like thunder hiding in the clouds. And every tear I try to hide fell like rivers through the night. But deep inside the brokenness, a little hope still whispers this: one day I'll smile again, even after all the pain. The storm inside my heart will fade, and sunlight will return again. Every scar will lose its weight, every tear will wash away. And though tonight feels hard to face, one day I'll smile again. The mirror shows a soul who's tired, but somewhere there's still a fire, a little spark refusing to die. Even on the darkest nights, I'm learning how to let things go, to stop blaming my own soul. Because not every love that ends means your life can't start again. Every step I take alone brings me closer to my home. One day I'll smile again, even after all the pain. The storm inside my heart will fade, and sunlight will return again. Every scar will lose its way, every tear will wash away. And though tonight feels hard to face, one day I'll smile again. Maybe healing takes some time, maybe stars still shine after goodbye. And maybe one day I will see the person I was meant to be. And when that morning finally comes, I'll thank the pain for making me strong. One day I'll smile again. with no fear left deep within. Every broken piece will heal, and happiness will finally feel real. And though your memory still remains, it no longer brings me pain, because I found the strength to stand. And one day I'll smile again. One day. Your coffee cup still sits right there, like you still breathe inside the air. Every room feels cold tonight, since you walked out of my life. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, but time feels frozen after all. And every song we used to know now hurts too much to play alone. I never knew goodbye could sound so painfully loud without a sound. It's the silence you left behind, echoing inside my mind. Every empty space you made still carries memories that remain. And though your shadow fades with time, the quiet still keeps calling your name. But I know someday I will find peace beyond the silence you left behind. Used to fear the lonely nights, the missing warmth, the missing light. But slowly I can start to see the person I forgot to be. Every tear begins to dry like stars appearing in the sky. And though the pain still visits me, it no longer controls me. Every wound begins to mend the moment you choose yourself again. It's the silence you left behind, echoing inside my mind. Every empty space you made still carries memories silence you left behind. And maybe love was never meant to stay forever in my head. Maybe broken endings lead to places we were meant to reach. And now I know I can't survive this road alone. It's the silence you left behind that taught me how to heal inside. Every lonely night I faced slowly helped me find my strength. Oh, and though your memory still remains, you left behind. The silence fades tonight, and so does the pain. Goodbye. City shadows passing by, broken dreams beneath the lights. Every street reminds me of the nights we called it love. Neon colors paint the rain, trying to wash away the pain. And every heartbeat in my chest still fights to find some rest. But somewhere in the midnight glow, I feel myself letting go. Healing under neon lights, learning how to live tonight. Every scar begins to fade as the colors wash the pain away. And even though your memory stays, it doesn't hurt me the same, because I'm finding who I am, healing under neon lights again. Late night taxis, empty bars, lonely hearts and glowing cars. Everyone is searching for something to hold on to. The mirror shows a different face, someone stronger through the pain. And though the night still feels so long, I know I'm moving on. Every step beneath the sky brings me back to life tonight. Healing under neon lights, learning how to live tonight. Every scar begins to fade as the colors wash the pain away. And even though your memory stays, it doesn't hurt me the same, because I'm finding who I am, healing under neon lights again. Maybe broken hearts still glow, like city lights after the storm. Maybe losing love can lead to the person we should be. And now I see the light was always inside me. Healing under neon lights, dancing through the lonely nights. Every tear became a spark, guiding me out of the dark. And though your shadow fades away, I finally found the strength to stay, because my soul survived the fight, healing under neon lights. Midnight skies, I'm alive tonight. Stronger than the pain. I remember nights alone, crying underneath the storm. Every promise turned to dust, every forever lost its trust. You left scars across my soul, tried to break what made me whole. But every tear that touched the floor made me stronger than before. I was drowning in the dark, now I'm rising from the scars. I'm stronger than the pain, stronger than the tears that rain. Every wound you left behind couldn't break this heart of mine. And even when the nights were cold, I found a fire in my soul. Now I finally see my strength. I'm stronger than the pain. The mirror shows somebody new, not the one who begged for you. I stopped chasing yesterday and learned to let the hurt fade away. Every shadow lost its home, every fear turned into gold. And though your memory remains, it no longer brings me chains. Every battle that I faced led me to a brighter place. I'm stronger than the pain, stronger than the tears and rain. Every wound you left behind couldn't break this heart of mine. And even when the nights were cold, I found a fire in my soul. Now I finally see my strength. I'm stronger than the pain. Maybe hearts are meant to break so they can learn what they deserve. Maybe falling apart is how we become who we are. And now I know no goodbye can steal my glow. I'm stronger than the pain. Every scar became my flame. Every dark and lonely night led me back into the light. And though the road was hard to face, I survived and found my place. Now there's nothing left to fear, because my soul is finally here. I'm stronger than the pain. The storm is over now, and I'm still standing. The night feels colder than before, your shadow still beside my door. Every memory cuts so deep, like unfinished dreams I couldn't keep. I gave you all the best of me, but love became my tragedy. Now I'm standing in the rain, trying to wash away the pain. And every tear I cried was another step to finding life. I'm falling back to me, learning who I'm meant to be. Piece by piece, breath by breath, rising from the hurt you left. No more chains around my soul, no more darkness taking hold. Even broken hearts can heal, and tonight I finally feel Silence used to feel so loud, like storm clouds hanging all around. But now the sky begins to clear, and I can finally see myself here. Every scar becomes a light, guiding me through lonely nights. And though your love is gone away, I survived another day. Every wound inside slowly turns to strength. Tonight I'm falling back to me, learning who I'm meant to be. Piece by piece, breath by breath, rising from the hurt you left. No more chains around my soul, no more darkness taking hold. Even broken hearts can heal, and tonight I finally feel I'm falling back to me. Maybe losing you was how I found the truth, that I deserve a love that doesn't leave me bruised. And now I'm stronger than before. I don't need your love anymore. I'm falling back to me, finally setting my heart free. Every tear became my fire, lifting me a little higher. No more fear inside my mind, I left the broken past behind. And even after all the pain, I know I'll learn to love again. I'm falling back to me. Back to me.
I used to hide behind the pain, drowning slowly in the rain. Every promise turned to dust, every forever lost its trust. Your goodbye burned like firelight, left my soul awake at night. But somewhere in the darkest scars, I found pieces of who we are. Every wound, every tear led me closer here. Scars turn into stars, shining through the dark. Every broken part of me becomes a new beginning. And even when the world falls hard, there's still a light inside my heart. What once left me torn apart, now scars turn into stars. I stopped chasing yesterday, stopped begging love to stay. Now the mirror shows someone who survived what love had done. The nights don't feel as cold somehow. I can finally breathe now. And every pain I carried along slowly turns into a song. Every step, every fight brought me back to life. Scars turn into stars, shining through the dark. Every broken part of me becomes a new beginning. And even when the tear became a flame that helped me heal again. And though the memories leave marks, they no longer leave me lost, because every scar I carry now reminds me who I am somehow. Stars turn into stars tonight. The sky still glows after the storm, and so do